Uh-oh, we have power problems. Okay. I might have to balance my phone on something. It keeps flipping upside down. I don't know why. Yeah, it's not working. Just hang on a sec, we'll try and get this thing working. If it doesn't work, I'll have to work out some way of sitting it on something. It might be working now. No, not working. All right. Okay, sit it here. I haven't got the old rest for it. I'll just lean it up against that. Application for the apartment got rejected. Why? Why did it get rejected? What happened? Was it because of the disability? Like they didn't recognize the disability, that you don't have the disability, or? Oh, you got bad credit. Like you haven't paid your bills and that. Oh, sorry to hear that, Nina. You were so looking forward to the whole thing. So it was nothing to do with the doctor. The doctor's certificate was all went ahead. They shouldn't do that. I mean, you're going for housing, that affordable housing, and they're rejecting because you don't have, you've got a bad credit rating, that doesn't make sense. That's like, you're the person, you've got a bad credit rating, which means you've had troubles with money, you're having troubles paying your bills, so you need affordable housing. So they're basically saying, stuff you, we're going to make your problems even worse, you're not going to get your affordable housing, we're going to shove you, and we don't care if you're on the street or whatever. Is there anybody you can move in with? Is there anybody doing like a rent share, or, you know, there might be somebody over there like me and my husband who's got the front part of our house that can temporarily rent a room out to you till, you know, you get something else, better accommodation. And I remember my nephew and his wife, before they had kids, they were renting a tiny little thing. It was a garage converted into a one-bedroom place, and they stayed there, and they saved so much money, because rent for them in an apartment or a house would have cost them 4 times as much. And I think they're paying something like $50 a week. And yeah, they ended up buying a huge mansion because they ended up with a lot of money. And yeah, and then they bought another house, you know. I just wish this thing would work. I don't know, this thing's been having troubles. I should have tested it out at home. It was working the other day. I did a private reading at home and I had it stuck there on the thing, and it worked last week, but I haven't used it since last week. So I've got it on charge at the moment. Maybe it's not fully charged or something. When I turned it on, it showed 4 lights with a green light, which is usually fully charged. So I don't know why this Osmo thing just keeps, it's like somebody else is controlling it and turning it off, and then I'm turning it on and they're turning it off. All right, Nina, while we're waiting for payments, we'll have a look at your drama. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is for you, Nina. Let's have a look what's going to happen with the appeal for the apartment. What's going to happen? Remember when I was looking at stuff before and I said something's going to come up, something to do with the certificate, that you might need to get more information. I said there was something coming up that you're not going to like. But we were focused on relationships and love and all of that. And happy Halloween to everybody out there. Happy Halloween. Okay. Hey there, Layla. Welcome to the room. I've just seen another name there online. I haven't seen that before. Oh, Koala. Koala. Hello, Koala. Welcome. Happy Halloween to you. We don't celebrate it here, so yeah. Anyway, we're having a look for Nina, having a look at this appeal situation with her rental situation while we're waiting for some donations today. Nina, take this as just for helping me out and everything, and you still get your question later on. Or like I said, you might want to build your little mini questions up with me, and we'll do a more detailed thing down the track for you. All right, so your appeal thing, here's where you're coming at this. You're getting all this information for yourself. You're telling them what is correct and what's not correct. You're telling them that, you know, you're making a commitment to this journey, but you've got a battle on your hands. You've got arguments and battle. You do have justice coming out, but there's a delay here. So instead of them saying, look, this is denied, you might say, instead of denying my request, how about you help me to get help with getting back on track? Over here in Australia, it's up to 7 years if you get blacklisted. If you get a bad credit rating, you can be 7 years where they won't give you a loan, not even a phone contract, nothing. Everything has to be done like phone contracts. You have to just have prepaid or get somebody else to buy the phone. There is an offer coming in, but I'm not sure if it's what you're actually wanting. Your outcome is showing celebration. It's showing somebody taking on your case, somebody sorting this out, but it is showing a problem with the money here. I'm not seeing anything too negative here, so it looks to me like apart from this battle, I think this is telling you you've got to be heard. You've got to work out what your rights are in this situation, because if you're applying for an actual government low income, affordable housing, number one, you were supposed to be getting a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment, and then they said, no, you're going to get a bed sit or a whatever. And they changed the whole plan on you because you weren't in a couple. You didn't have a relationship going. So that in itself is like a discrimination. What you should have said was, I did have a partner, they left me, and now you're discriminating against me. Or you should have got one of your friends to say that they live there with you. You know, if you've got somebody that lives with their mum and their dad, say, would you be willing to say that you live with me so that then I can get the other thing? Anyway, you shouldn't have had to do any of that, but good luck. Let's see what happens. All right, Layla, you paid $20 US. Okay, so that is 2 minis or 1 detailed reading. So what are you, what have we got there? Cancer boyfriend Gideon is so distant. Can you tell me why? Can you give me advice on my connection with him? How is he feeling about you? Do I need to focus on myself? I'm so confused. I don't want to walk away, and you love him. All right, so we're going to do a full spread. Yeah, so you've paid $19.99. So that's like, did you want 2 $10 readings? Because with the super chat, it's either 10 or 15, or did you pay the 15 US with a tip? What's the story going on there, Layla? So you can have 2 questions where that one will be a mini question, or you can have 1 long detailed one. A detailed question. Okay, so we're doing a detailed question. All right. So let's set the clock. What's going on? Here we go. All right, here we go, Layla. Good luck. So the name of the guy was Gideon. Show me Gideon and Layla. Now I can't turn this camera down at the moment. I'm hoping that this thing charges up and then I'll put the phone back on there and give it another go in a minute. So I'll hold the cards up. Show me Layla and Gideon. What should she do? Show me from Layla's point of view. What should Layla do about this connection to Gideon? So you want to know if there's any feeling still there, and should you just focus on yourself? Let's just see. It's not looking too great, the connection, unfortunately. It's looking like it's going downhill the more time goes on. We start off the reading with the connection that you love him, the two of you together, talking openly, and then something goes wrong here. We got a red 8 turn into a black 8 here. This is telling me where it used to feel good. It used to feel like you've matched each other. It used to feel like you've had common interests with each other, that your friends were the same friends, or the sport that you followed, like it felt like a nice connection. Something went wrong here. Something has gone off track here. So it's just showing me where maybe he's drinking, maybe he's taking drugs, maybe he's into something that he doesn't want you involved in. I'm not seeing any other woman or anything like that, so I wouldn't be concerned about that there's cheating or something going on. At this stage, it's not showing me anything to do with that. This is just showing me where somebody has changed their direction. Oh, Maurice, I was talking about you last week that I haven't seen you on the channel for a while. Happy Halloween, everyone. Yeah, so I feel like this Gideon, I feel like you and him were going along nicely. Something's happened and he's changed direction. And it's causing confusion for you because you feel like he's quiet, the feeling's not there anymore. Any plans that you two had together have completely changed. So we got 7-7. So something has completely changed for him. It's like if your connection was a tap that's turned on, feeding each other, someone turned the tap off and that connection stopped. He's also been wanting to do something else that he's not talking about. Maybe wanting to just be on his own, maybe he wants to travel, maybe he wants to do something different. I just feel something come into the picture. It could have been at work, it could have been the friends that he hangs around. Yeah, he switched up and you're not getting it. He is showing somebody that 1 minute was this, love and understanding, and this, making plans with you. Okay, so this is making plans and something that fits, and it's all turned to this. It's all turned to somebody going down a totally different track. It has something to do with another male, either his brother or his friend. It's like, let's say he's hanging around somebody that's single, and that person is going to Las Vegas for the weekend, and he's like, oh, if I come, she's got to come with me. So it's sort of like where he wants to do things that his single friends are doing, and it's interfering with you and him and the connection. So he's not talking about what it is he wants. There's something to do with money here as well. The 7 of Diamonds is the plan for work and the future and what you want to do. And the 10 of Diamonds is at the bottom, where he's trying to turn $7 into $10, 7,000 into 10,000. So it's like where he's throwing himself into his career or whatever it is. I'm just hoping he's not making money from something illegal. The brother is jealous and pulling him away, and he doesn't see that. Yeah, I do see somebody interfering in the connection between the two of you. It's a male. As we look at the outcome about what's going to happen between the two of you, you said maybe you should just focus on yourself right now. It doesn't mean you cut off that you love this guy. That's going to take time. I think that it's a really good plan that you focus on yourself, because the more focus you put into this, you're going to start to get suspicious. Is there somebody else? Is he shoving me out? Is somebody else replacing me? So you're going to start to get fearful that this is just never going to come back. I feel like he's down some bad track here. This is somebody going down, making the wrong choice, doing the wrong thing. Now, I keep getting some kind of indication that he might be involved in something that may be illegal, or he may have got himself involved in a group of people or something that is just not right, not good. Now, you're the final card here, so it is showing that he still has affections and things for you, but he's got something else going on here, something really black that's not looking good. So let's just see what the tarots have to say about this. Nina, can you just get something on the screen for me about who's paying? I'll check PayPal in a sec. Okay, show me more about what Layla should do. Let's just look at you. Let's see what you should do about this situation and how things are going to be as we go down. Oh, so there is an illegal thing. Okay. I remember I had a young girl come to me, and the guy she was interested in was selling drugs and making a lot of money. And I kept picking up that there was something illegal and all of this, and I said, if this thing continues, it's not going to be bringing in money. It's going to actually, I can see prison. He ended up going to prison and he got caught. All right, what you should do, you're very emotional right now. Every time you think about him, you're starting to get frustrated, angry, sad. It's like somebody who's gone through a divorce, but they're still with the person. Or somebody that's died, but they're still there. So you're in this emotional drama. You're trying to focus on what's right for you. You're trying to go, okay, if I just let go of this thing, let him do whatever it is, just have some time out from him. I think you have a fear that if you have a time out from him, he'll move on to somebody else. And that is possible because we do have a card about deception. We have some kind of hidden lies and deception going on here. There's no other sequence here to show that as cheating. I'm not seeing another person sitting here that's cheating. You need to do what's right for you in the way that's right for you. This is about you taking one day at a time and getting back to the basics. Go to work or school, spend time with the family and your friends, spend some time researching things on the internet or whatever it is you like to do, and just be prepared that you're going to be really sad and distraught, going to have some sleepless nights, you're going to wake up with nasty dreams and things like that. But I feel that he's been taking all the power from you. I think you need to become the emperor. You got the emperor and the empress in one reading. So I'm asking what you should do. You should take your power back. You should work on yourself, get your power back, become the empress that you are, and then something will come in that makes you very happy. Now, it could be him, might not be. But I feel that if you let this attachment go, just try and let it go, focus on other things for a while. Just think, okay, he's safe, he's doing what he needs to do, or he's not safe, he's getting involved in things. If you can let him go, I feel like it's very tough for you to say, I'm going to let this guy go, because this is you going, crying about it, freaking out about it. But you've got to look at this situation. What's been good about the connection with him? How long has it not been good? When it was good, what was good about it? So start to have a look at it. Break it all up. Start to have a look at it. About the worst thing you can do is go ask your friends what you should do. You know, don't go ask your friends what you should do because they probably don't like him. They're probably thinking he's been hurting you, he's not connecting to you, tell him to go away. You've got to do this because you're feeling, you're understanding that he's not treating you the way you need to be treated. You need to be his empress. The two of you should be working side by side, but you're not. Okay, so I feel that he's got all the power in this situation. He knows that you love him. He knows that you're waiting there. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Get busy. Start to work on your career. You might have put something on hold for him. So you might have wanted to go, I'll tell you a quick story. Somebody was going up in the world of performing on stage, all of that. They met the person, they fell madly in love, and they put all of that on hold, and then they never went back to it. Meanwhile, the person they met continued on their journey of what they wanted. So this person changed everything for them, and it wasn't worth it. Like, looking back on it, they should have continued with what they were doing if that person was going to be there and support them. And that's what I'm seeing with you. If you focus on your job, your money, your future, you will become very, very strong. You will be desired by more than this guy, and you will have something where you feel like you fit. You're basically going to turn 80,000 into 100,000. You know, this is all happiness, your outcome. So I asked, if you focus on yourself, if you try and let this thing go, where will you go? It's going to be tough. It's not going to happen like next week. You're going to go, oh yeah, I forgot about him now. The worst thing you could do as well is look for another guy. Don't look for anybody else right now. You won't need to, because once you become the Empress and you become secure in your own self and strong within your own self and take your Emperor back, other people are going to start coming in and approaching you. Okay, so that's what we've got. He's still healing, and I shall. Yes, I got distracted, but this is the confirmation you needed. Okay. All right, so end of the reading now, and thank you so much for the donation today, Layla, and good luck with what's going on. We're going to do the Lenormand deck. I want you to focus on two types of situations. Now, this is normally a yes or a no. If you definitely need a yes or a no, I will try and give you a yes or no. I'll just say, what's the situation today for me? One card from there. What's the situation today for me online? And we have a little bit of running around in circles, a bit of a mountain for me for some reason, and some kind of sour energy going on. So these would be negative energy around what's the situation for me today. I wish I kind of didn't pull them because I feel like I might be confronted with something. But yeah. Anyway, I didn't shuffle them or nothing, so let's have a look. That would probably be in line with the last reading I did with these, which was for a lady and somebody did her wrong. So yeah, all right, so let's knock that out. Think about two situations. If you want a yes or no, I'll give it to you, top and bottom of the deck. And then up next, what have we got next, Nina? Yes, donations are open, everybody. I think that Rocky's the only one that paid at the moment. Happy Halloween to everybody. Actually, no, there's more than Rocky's payment. I can see it here. Hang on a sec, Layla. We'll get to the questions in a minute. All right. Maurice is first with a detailed reading. And then we've got Rocky with a mini read. That's all I've got on there at the moment. So Maurice is first. We need Maurice's question because it's not online. Maurice is having a detailed reading, I believe. All right, so this is your two energies now. Refresh my memory, Maurice. You work in a government organisation and accounts or something? Is that you? All right, so your first question, your first focus thing is very nice energy. This is you finding where you need to be. This could be him or it could be somebody new. This person thinks about you, not just themselves. This person is very balanced. This person will be there at 3 o'clock in the morning if you need them. So you're going to find your right direction. You've got a beautiful focus coming in here, and you've got a soulmate connection right there. So this is where you're not lost anymore. You find out where you need to go, and then you've got full steam ahead. So I feel that whatever this issue is going on at the moment is going to clear up. Maybe it's not him though. I know you said that you love Gideon, you still feel this love for him. You might love him for the next 10 or 20 years, but you might not be with him at the same time. If you wanted a yes or no, this is yes and this is maybe, so I'm saying maybe yes, all right? Second question, not so great. Second sort of energy reading for you, Layla. We got confusion, we got more confusion, and we got mountains. So if you wanted a yes or no, this would be maybe, maybe, and no. So this is sort of like maybe not the right timing or something like that. This here is showing that you feel like you don't know who you are, or you don't know who the other person is. It's like they're dark, they're light, they're night, they're day, they're yes, they're no. So this is where you're getting confused. This also is where you're trying to work out, what should I do now? What should I do now? Suggestion, baby steps, one day at a time. Tomorrow you wake up and you go, like today you make a plan that tomorrow I'm going to get up, I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to go down the beach or down to the park, and I'm going to go for a run, you know, if the weather's good. Then tomorrow comes and you get up and you go, I don't want to do it. And you're crying or whatever. Be kind to yourself and go, okay, I don't do it today, I'll try again tomorrow. So just one day at a time, because you do have some mountains that you have to face to get through. And yeah, so anyway, that's your reading. Up next we have Maurice. I'm just going to get my notepad out. I'm wondering if this thing will work. I'm just going to test this thing out again. Let's see if it stays up. Fingers crossed. All right, notepad, pen. I've got Coiler on here. All right, Layla, thank you. Okay, Layla, that was a super chat, detailed. Thank you, Layla. Layla, hang around because I forgot. I should have done your star sign. We'll do that now. So what is your star sign, Layla? And then up next we've got Maurice. And Maurice, can we have your star sign to do at the end? Rocky's not next. Maurice paid first, Brenda. On my PayPal, it's showing that Maurice actually paid. So Maurice must have paid and then came into the room, and Rocky came into the room and then paid. So it doesn't matter anyway. So Maurice is Cancer. Oh, okay. Cancer sun. Layla, have we got a star sign or not? Has Layla gone? We'll come back to Layla and let's get on with Maurice. So Maurice, this is detailed reading about your future, your career and your financial situation, yes? All right, we'll use the brown deck for you. Let's make sure they're not all upside down. No, some of them are, some of them aren't. All right. No, that was Layla, Brenda, that was Layla. This is Maurice now. Okay, Maurice, we're looking at financial situation for you. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it looks like it's holding now, so it must have been too flat to hold the heaviness of the iPhone 13. If anybody's got an iPhone 13 out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. The Pro Max, very big, very heavy. I think the new ones, the 14s, I think they made them thinner or something, lighter. Not too sure, I haven't seen one. All right, here we go. Maurice, financial and career situation for him. I didn't look. Did you mention mailman for the US government? I knew it was a government job, but I thought it was to do with accounts or something like that. Wow, you must see some stuff in that job. Must see some good stuff and some bad stuff. Alrighty, Maurice. Are you still learning something? Because this is usually somebody going to school or getting a certificate, or this is normally where you're making a financial plan, but it's a very small plan. It's only a 4. So you might be, you got 2 4s sitting side by side in red. Now, I only dislike 4s when they're black or one of each. You got the 2 red 4s sitting side by side, so that's a good plan. Structure and learning. You do have a rocky road ahead as far as work goes. I'm also seeing like 4 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, but then in the clubs, which is the work and the hours, if you look at 4 and 5 as being $400 or $500, you're looking at the hours, which is 9 hours work, 10 hours work. It's sort of like where you're doing the work, but the pay grade is not stepping up at the moment. You have some kind of nice invitation to do something different. You're a little bit worried about it though. So there could be a job opportunity on the horizon. You know that you would fit well there. You know that you've got the training or the skills to do this job, but there's something about it being too far away from where you are. So you might have to travel backwards and forwards, and then by the time you work out your traveling charges, your fees, like if you've got to go on the freeway and you've got to pay tolls, and or if you're using public transport, this is telling me it's a roadblock. If this was all red all together like this without that black card, this would be smooth sailing. This would be a new job opportunity, movement forward, fitting in the right time, right place, being very happy about everything that's happening. But this is sitting in the middle of everything. The black 5 was sitting in the middle. So that's telling me a challenge about moving forward. I'm thinking it's at a distance. I'm thinking that you want to go forward, but there's something that holds you back for now. So it might be something like what you're saying. You're planning on 2 different things. You plan on learning 2 different things. One of them will work and the other one will be put on the back burner. So let's say you're going to learn nursing or finance. You'll do one but not the other. Something's got a problem with that, or they clash. Now coming up, this has got nothing to do with work and that. There's something to do with a nighttime event where somebody's not well. So there's some family member, I'm getting female energy here. There's some kind of illness floating around. Mother, sister, best friend. So there's something that was small and it's got bigger, whatever it is. And it's a bit of stress for the family. Everybody's trying to work out what's going to happen there. It does look like this person will recover and things will go the right way. If I try and look at it with work, it's basically showing you working from home. But if you work for the US Postal, that's not working from home. So I don't know what this is, but there's some kind of working from home that gets an overload. So you start off where you're working from home and you're doing 3 hours a day on this thing this project or this study or whatever it is. It's going to turn into 10 hours and you can't cope with it because it's like an overload thing. You've got some sort of nice thing coming up, some sort of family or connection, some sort of nice thing coming up that you should be part of it, but you're not there. I don't know. So, all right. Outcome is showing, if we look at this as 9 hours work and 5 hours pay. So this is like doing a lot, but not getting the income to match at the moment. So you may be asking for a pay rise because we do have an Ace of Hearts where you're approaching somebody, you're saying this is the right way to do things. You've got a Black 4 sitting down here where somebody's sort of going, okay, you don't like this, plenty of other people want the job. I do feel you're going to move, you're going to change direction because you've got a Jack there. Let's just see the other poker deck for you. Maurice, finances and job. You have been working some overtime. It's going to get worse with Christmas, even though it's US government postal. Well, ours is government as well. All our postal stuff is government. So people ordering stuff for Christmas and people getting bonuses and yeah. And a lot of divorces, breakups, everything happened towards going into Christmas for some reason. Especially New Year. New Year things happen with people, I think, because they go out to Christmas functions or something and something happens. And that's why divorces and things happen and breakups happen. Anybody else got that same experience where they know of somebody that broke up because of a work interaction, a Christmas thing? All right, coming up, we have work for money. Again, with this Black 5, The Black 5 is telling me you're making your plan. You're possibly making a plan with somebody else of what you want to do. There's a hiccup here. There's some kind of distance here, but you sort it out. So let's say there's a really fantastic job and you've got to travel an hour to get there. By the time you travel an hour and you've spent the money traveling that hour, is it really worth going there? Because then you've got an hour to travel back. I feel like this is you getting on board with somebody else, working with somebody else. Could be a family member, could be a friend, and then you share the travel expenses. You use your car today, they use their car tomorrow, and the third day you go on public transport. So there's some sort of sharing going on here. Here you're trying to bring something to a close, but the plans are just not moving forward at the moment. You will be moving though. You will be changing what you're doing, possibly traveling. You're gonna like what I'm seeing here. This is everything working out the way you possibly could want it. There's nothing bad here. This is you speaking up your truth. This is wishes coming true. This is you committed to the journey and what you're doing. This is your plans for the future. But your plan, if you're thinking, I'm going to get 700 a week, it's more likely 1,000 a week. Well, that 700 is going to turn into 1,000. So this is really, really good, what's coming towards you. It's also telling me something to do with a baby boy. Don't know what that's coming out in this reading for. Baby boys can also represent something to do with you changing what you dress like, where you go for dinner. There's some kind of transition, some kind of change that you're going to change what you're doing. So if you've been doing this postal job and everything, this would be where you're changing it up and you're not going to do that job anymore. And you're going into something totally different. Coming up, we've got new responsibilities and you're learning the path, you're learning the new way, but we've got something to do with official here. Now this could be insurances, it could be contracts. So there's something official here that has to be, you've got to step over this first, you've got to get past this. There's also somebody that's trying to tell you to stay put, stay where you are. They're trying to put a roadblock right in front of you to say, no, 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 keep doing this job just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. So I do feel there's some kind of female energy. It could be your mum, could be your sister, could be some friend of yours. Some kind of energy here that's trying to get you to stay put instead of moving forward. Bottom of the deck, you're going to go places. There is a hiccup for you getting there. This is your passion, your desire, where you want to go. There is some roadblock, it's small. Then once you get over it, you're in the money. So you're going to finish something up to start something new. You're going to go from 9 to, like 1,100, 1,000, whatever. So things are going up and then you're driving your own journey. So at the moment, you're governed by the government, by the job, by the pay, by whatever that pay is. It looks like you're going to take control of it all. It is going to take some time, but some of the double numbers you had there, you had those 4s coming out. So it might be telling you that over the next 4 months, there's going to be some challenges in that, but once you get past them. But there was that health thing thrown in the mix there. All right, let's have a look at these for you, top and bottom. And thank you for your donation today, Maurice. And we'll look at your star sign Cancer. Did Layla say what she was? Or did she go? Let me just scroll back. No, I think Layla must have left. Okay, Maurice, top and bottom. A timestamp for Rocky. Okay, you've got a question there. Rocky, timestamp, mini. Okay, so middle of this will be for Cancer. So if anybody that's watching, you are Cancer star sign, this is for you in the middle. Top and bottom of the deck is for you, Maurice. I want you to focus on 2 sort of areas of what you want to know about. And I'll tell you whether it's a positive direction, positive energy, or whether it's a negative energy. I'll also tell you a yes or no if you need to. All right, here we go. So middle of the deck is for Cancer. we go, Maurice. First question, second question. Funny enough, the Cancer star sign come out. Okay, both the questions, both the situations you're thinking about, one of them is, it's a karmic thing. This is where you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing, but once it starts, it's full stream ahead. We got this guy rushing in saying, this is what I want, this is what I'm doing, and then going on his journey. But it starts with, you know, the hand of fate. Things are cosmic, it's meant to happen when it's meant to happen. And you've got Wheel of Fortune upright, which is a really good energy here. So this is things going the way you planned. Once it starts, it's like you're on the wheel and it's not going to stop. There's something to do with travel, but I'm feeling that you're moving, you're traveling, you're getting on a plane or a boat or something, you're going somewhere else. So that's what I'm seeing there. Middle of the deck, we'll cut the middle. Okay, that's for Cancer. All right, your second question, your second energy, we've got something to do with passion and desire. This is like a soulmate kind of card. This is taking something to the next level. We've also got this commitment ceremony here. Now, you may be going to a wedding. This may be these two people getting married to each other. It may be family members. This might be the mother and this might be you. But this is like working together. So I don't know if you've got a plan on a family business, taking over a family business or creating a family business, something for the future. But this is nice energy as well. So yeah, this is very positive. If you wanted yes or no, you've got a maybe yes and you've got a definite yes here. All right, now this is for Cancer. So think about your question, Cancer. I'll tell you an energy reading. I'll try and give you a yes or a no. We've got a yes, probably no, and we got a yes. So this looks more like a yes. There's some kind of conflict going on here for Cancer. I feel like this is something to do with, let's do this slowly, and this is some kind of agreement going on. This could be, yeah, there's some kind of agreement going on here for Cancer star sign at the moment. This could be the boss, this could be a wife, and this would be the connection between the two of them. There's some kind of issue here where either she or you or whoever this is, this could be you, there's some kind of wall going up, some kind of, you know, why now, or what do you need this for, or where are we going, or what's happening. So there's some kind of wall going up. So you may be trying to confront this person. Like for you, Maurice, this could be the boss, this could be your mother, this would be the conversations and a bit of a hard row, and then the outcome is stability and balance, and saying, cheers, this is what works. Oh, you'd have to travel and train. Okay, that's why I kept seeing the travel stuff. Just move that out the way, drink some water. Thank you, Maurice. Okay, so up next we got Rocky with a mini, and then we've come to a standstill at the moment. Let me just check PayPal. Oh, Crystal, you got a donation. It didn't come up because it's sitting in pending again. Okay, Crystal, so we're doing two, I believe. I can see one question about Greg. And all I can see is may I know if I should, and then it stops. I can't see any more on there, Chris. So you'll have to put the rest of that question there. And I'm assuming because you've paid that amount that you've paid for two detailed readings. All right, let's do Rocky timestamp. All right, we'll start at 45. 45 minutes for Rocky. And Rocky's question is, we've got 30-something seconds at the moment. Rocky, will Roberto contact me soon? I'm not sure what he is struggling with, but he left me on read. Caused a bit of a quiet separation. The last thing I said was that I should be there for him. The last thing he said is you should be there. Oh, so you want to know if he's going to reach back out to talk to you. Remember I said there might have been some sort of conflict or something going on, and he had something going on for him? All right. 45 minutes, Rocky. I'm just setting the timer. Okay, here we go. All right, Rocky, here we go. I'm going to say your name in my head. I'm going to have to move because this sun's shining in my face. I'll move after this reading. Yeah, 45 minutes for Rocky. I mean, I started talking to her at 45 minutes, but the reading started after that. But yeah, just put 45 minutes, 4500. Rocky wants to know about, will Roberto reach back out to her? It's not looking very likely, Rocky. Wow. The first three cards out are showing me anger, frustration, somebody thinking, that's it, I'm done, I've had enough of this. This is like a surprise from hell. Like, where's this coming from? Oh my God. He feels like you're trying to force his hand. You're trying to make him do or say or be something. He also is going through something where everything went the wrong direction. It could be to do with his job because we've got diamonds here. It could be about money. He's just sort of being a bit childish at the moment with things. He's sort of, well, you know, like he said to you, you should be there for me. Then we've got this shock behaviour sort of thing. You've got double shock here. This is like where you're going, where's this coming from? Oh my God, what's going on here? It's like everything was pleasant and then bang, all of a sudden it was like World War III. You're left sitting here going, what's going on? What are we going to do? And you're concerned that this is it because you've got a black 10 sitting right beside you. This will be doing the right thing down the track. Now, I don't know if you're going to reach out and say, look, I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. I don't know how we went from A to B, but yeah, what's going on with you? I'm listening. What's happening? But I don't know if you're stubborn and you're thinking, no, he said whatever to me, so I'm going to wait till he contacts me. You asked, would he be reaching out to you? I've got no, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. Got 3 yeses. That would count as a no. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 no's, 3 yeses, and 1 maybe. So let's get some tarots onto this and see if we get a better answer. I might turn around after this reading because that sun's coming across my face and I've got no sunscreen on and no hat. I've already... Okay. Rhonda must have accidentally hit the calling thing because she was calling me just then on WhatsApp. All right, show me what's going to go down between Kel and Roberto. I said your name under my voice there. A new beginning. He's very forceful and strong with what's going on. There will be this reconciliation, this, you know, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun, I'm starting to get really hot. It was supposed to be cloudy all day today and cold, and it's getting very hot and sweaty in here. Okay, so you've got fears and worries about that. Is that it? Are we done? Are we over? I can't live like this kind of situation. But the love thing is still there. He's still trying to say, look, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. I just needed to cool off. There is something toxic here with what's happened. Bottom of the deck. We have you making a firm plan about moving forward, this is how I want things to be. This is how I need things to be. How do you feel about that? So it's where you're looking at the options and you're starting to weigh up whether this is where you both want to go or not. Let's just quickly reshuffle. We've only got 6 seconds, but I just want to quickly reshuffle, just asking what's going on with Roberto. Show me just top and bottom what's going on with Roberto. Then we'll quickly do a yes and no. What's going on with Roberto? Okay, so number one, I feel this is something to do with the past and his family. This is his family, connections and everything. But there's also some kind of working hard and money thing here. These are actually really nice cards about what's going on with Roberto. So yeah, there's some kind of family connection, some kind of reunion or something, and there's working hard at something. Down the bottom of the deck, what's going on with him? He's confused, he doesn't know what he wants. He's trying to emotionally let go of the situation. He doesn't want to deal with emotions. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to think about it. He just wants to get on with things. And here he's just acting like a boy. He wants to go to work, come home. He wants to go out and do whatever he does for sport or recreation. He's just thinking about himself at the moment. He just wants time to himself. But I do think there's some kind of family issue possibly going on. Right there. Anyway, that's you, Rocky. Shit, we're up to 51, 52 minutes, and it started at 45, didn't it? Okay. All right, that's the wrong cards. Let's quick energy reading, just a yes or no, just one. It doesn't have to be a yes or no. This is just energy around the situation. So think of a situation, and I'll give you an energy reading on that. This is for Rocky. I'll give you a yes and no. I don't like doing yes and no anymore, but all right, if you wanted a yes and no, this is yes. Energy is, this is a lot of hard work. This is something that has to be worked at. It will be worth it because there's the payout in the end, and then happiness is secure again. So there's something you got to work at, you will be successful, and then harmony comes back. So whatever this thing is with you and him, I just think it's just the full moon energy, some kind of spat going on. Does anyone know what the full moon energy is at the moment? Which planet is it in at the moment? Anybody? Okay, I'm just going to turn around here. All right. Okay. Let's move this around. I've got my sports walking clothes on. This is like my gym or my walking stuff. We were supposed to go for a beautiful walk this morning. Hubby got up nice and early, told me, get up, let's go for a walk. And have we been for a walk? No. He played his computer games and I sat there waiting. So I don't know if we're going to get a walk in today, hopefully later on. All right, so we're looking, has anyone said what the full moon is at the moment? Okay, let's look at the first question for Chris. Gemini. Oh, okay, Gemini. Okay, so it's a mixed match at the moment, fire and ice. I'm actually Gemini rising. So I was told, and I haven't had confirmation from anybody else, I was told by one of my clients who's right into the moons and the astrology and the 12 houses and whatever, I was told that when you reach a certain age, that the rising sign you have is what you actually become. So she reckons I'm transitioning from Cancer star sign to Gemini. So hopefully along with that comes a stronger sort of go yourself energy instead of being all suki lala. It'd be nice to go into my old age as stronger than what I've been over the last couple of years. Anyway, here we go. Your ex, Greg, reached out to you asking if we could rekindle things. You dated him when you were 18 or 19. Should you pursue this? Okay, let's see what the energy is around you and Greg. New person. I did say someone from the past. I wasn't sure whether it was someone you actually dated or whether it was someone you went to school with or someone that, a female you went to school with and her brother, or... But I kept saying, there's someone coming, there's someone coming. Anyway, here he is. So let's see what could eventuate with you and Greg. All right. So Chris has been approached by Greg. If she does pursue this, how will that work? If Crystal pursues connection with Greg. Oh, the age as well. Did I? I'll tell you later about a reading I did yesterday in face-to-face reading for a lady I've never seen before. She was blown over when I said dates and ages and all of this, and even the way the person died. Anyway, let's see. Crystal and Greg. If she reaches out to him, how will that work? It starts off pretty tough, this connection. I don't know if he's come from something tough. It's an up and down kind of feeling, but it's worth pursuing. I'll just say that before we go into it. All right, so we start the reading with maybe, maybe not. I'm going to feel this out. I'm not sure what I feel about this person. This is somebody very responsible with what they need to do. So he would be responsible when he's got to be at work, when he's got to be at home. I do feel some kind of responsibility to, has he got a baby sister? Something to do with a baby girl here. So I'm wondering whether he's got a connection to someone who he sees as a baby sister or somebody he's feeling responsible for. So I'm seeing something to do with that, because this row here is telling me parenting and baby girl here in the middle, unless he's got a daughter. But this is somebody that's very strong with their values, very strong with family. And if this person tells you they'll be there at 9 a.m. on Saturday and that you're getting on a plane at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it will all go the way it is. He does have kids, his last and he has always been friends. Okay, yeah, because it's showing me up here where something that come to a very dramatic end, a very hard end for him, and he was trying to just not deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to look at it because it's too painful. I don't want to look at that. And it also looks like he may have tried to keep something together by a thread and just thought, just get another day, just get another month. So it's where he tried to mend something and didn't see what was coming right up behind him. It's like a truck was coming up behind him to say, this is done. He may have the jealousy kind of thing going on because of past relationship. He may be a bit suspicious about different things. He may be one of these people that makes an assumption on things, but then he gets over it. You and him actually have symbols that represent the hospital, the 9 months of pregnancy, the fertility, and baby girls. We've got 2 4s here. So it could just be referring to the fact that he's got children. This is telling me that you should at least explore a friendship and go out and see what is there. This is telling me something very nice is there. If nothing else, this would be a nice friendship. someone to call. If you've got a wedding plan that you've got to go to and you've got no one to go with you, that he comes along. Yeah, it's very rocky at the moment though. I don't know how long ago he finished with the ex and what went on. I do feel that he's got some challenges coming up that would interfere in the connection with him. If you get through work commitments, his ex, all of that stuff, if you get through these things, because you've got challenges and stuff sitting around you at the same time. Okay, so you've got stuff within your family or sickness within the family and things like that. And plus the job, the new house. So both of you have got your different challenges, your everyday stuff. If you get through it, you've got making plans to do more. I like that this is the ending card. I really, really love that this came out in the middle of it all, because this is showing me something about his character, something about his nature, something about his very grounded human being. He's had shit happen to him. I feel this is her. I feel this is the ex, and there's something to do with somebody else. There's lies and secrets here, and there's anger. There's anger there, but it's like he should be angry, but he doesn't want to be angry. So yeah, he's got the 2 black 10s there, so he's still going through the process of being completely finalized. In the not too distant future, he'll be completely finalized with this whole drama with her, and then he's available for the next step. But I think at this stage, it's showing me you and him having a friendship and exploring each other. So you said, should you go along with this? Should you get involved in this? I think yes, from what I'm seeing. Bottom of the deck, first 3 out was making plans with each other, friendship, sexual attraction, and dedication to each other. But he does have commitments to the kids, to money, whatever. He has stuff that he would like to turn his back on, whatever that is, to pursue things more, but that's going to pull him back sometimes. All right, let's see what the tarots have to say on this matter. Hey there, Bethel. Welcome back. How you going? It's currently 25 to 12. Normally the people that come into this room, they come in here about 12:15. So at the moment we still got a bit of time, but I am working on another detailed reading for Chris after this. Chris, the card that just dropped out was the 3 of Cups, and it was sideways. It wasn't upside down, it wasn't upright. So I do think that there's something to be explored here. If Chris explores a connection to this guy, what was his name again? Greg. If Chris explores the connection to Greg, how will that work out? If Chris pursues to see what's there with Greg, there is sadness just flipped over, regret. Okay. Okay. This is a mixed match as well. Center of the reading is the Tower. Center of the reading is the Tower. Now this could be the ex finds out that, oh my God, you must have been in contact with her since you were 19, you know. Can you imagine it? That you and him go out, somebody sees you and finds out that it's you, gets back to her, and then she will assume that you two must have been in contact the whole time. You know, even if it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, she will assume that there's been something. So I feel that that's what that Tower is sitting right in the middle. But guess what? After the Tower comes the start, the horizon, the new beginnings. Also, we have above the Tower, we have the Hierophant. We have doing things the right way, the old school way, the new way, you know, not the new way, the old school way. Now, you start the reading with this, looking at what's there. Do you feel something for this guy? When you look at him, do you feel something? When he talks, does his voice make you melt or does it annoy you? So I feel like you're going to go through all the process and have a look at where he's at, what's happening in his life, where does he work, does that match with my schedule? You have an invitation coming up, an invitation to what? To be lovers. I like the first row because this is you assessing, is this right for me? Accepting the invitation and having a romantic interlude with this person. The middle row was the Hierophant, followed by the Tower, followed by the Star. It literally looks to me like this is working out the plan of what you want to do. Something happens in between, something disaster happens, whatever. I mean, we're on the verge of World War III at the moment with everything that's going on in the world. So something happens, but then it's like, I'm glad that I did this. This is something I want to pursue. This is something I want. We do have either you or him stressing about something here coming up. We also have this new beginning, but you need to take things very, very slowly, one day at a time with this guy. What do we got bottom of the deck? We've got you, we've got the marriage symbol, we've got two females here. I feel this is your loving energy and this is your working, fast-paced energy. This is also sexual, flirty energy. This is more, let's be married, let's have kids, whatever kind of energy. You've got the Four of Wands joining these two queens. I feel that this is you, both of them. I don't feel this is another woman, especially not with that in the middle. So that's something, it could lead to something more down the track. It also can represent two daughters, two girls, two sisters, or things like that as well. All right, let's just get energy from the Lenormand deck now, and then we'll... So this is, as you know, Chris, I've changed it to like a energy kind of thing now. Okay, Chris, I've got to see what you're saying there before I read any more. He keeps telling me he regrets not making things work with... Oh, so that's the regrets. He said he was scared because I've always been on my stuff. I've always been on... What's that mean? Then his dad popped up and kept saying we should have gotten married. He was scared because I've always been on my stuff. Is that some kind of saying in America? I don't understand what that means. Anyway, so his father says he should have married you and stayed with you. Oh, well, things happen for a reason. I always believe that we're where we're meant to be, you know? Even if it's tough, even if it's horrible, like, you know, I was down in a dark pit, wanted to get out. And eventually, I did get out. But, okay, let's just get more energy here. Now I'm cold. Now I need my jacket back on. I went from sitting in the sun feeling hot to the clouds have come across and the wind is blowing. It's freezing in here now. Okay, here we go. Crystal and Greg. Let's see what we get now. Always been on my stuff as in a go-get. Ah, okay. I've never heard of that term before. You know what it sounded like? You've always been on your stuff. Out here, if I said, oh, she's on the stuff, I'd be talking about drugs or alcohol or gambling or, you know, you're on the stuff. So thank you for clearing it up for me. I've never ever heard that kind of way to describe that. Yeah, you are a go-getter. And that's great. I wish I had half of what you have with the drive. And I would just be slapping something in the face and, you know. All right, your energy, your two energies, focus on two separate things. Your first one, with a lot of hard work and effort and breaking through the icy wall, I don't know if this is you putting up a wall or him putting up a wall, you have the sunshine. Literally, the sun melts the ice. Okay, so is it yes or no? This would be maybe, this would be maybe, and this would be yes. So it's a maybe yes. This is a timing thing, what I'm seeing here. But the energy is good. If you're willing to put the effort in, and you can get over whatever this hurdle is, whoever that is, or whatever that situation is. You do have the sun coming out. Your second energy or question, we have a yes, and we have taking a gamble, taking a chance. This is something that pays off. So taking a chance on something, letting this person desire you, showing your talent, showing who you are and what you have. And then this is the energy coming in of the invitation or whatever. Thank you, Bethel. It looks like we've got a full reading coming up, a detailed reading for Bethel. Let's just write that down. So this was Chris's first one. 2 readings, we've done that one. And then we've got Bethel, it looks like, with a detailed reading. We might be stopping after Bethel's reading. We'll just see how it goes. This is really good energy anyway, Chris. This is worth taking a chance. So your main question, should you explore it? Yeah, I'd say yeah. It sounds like he's a good guy. It does sound like he's very to do with family values, all of that. I do think whatever went down between him and his missus has been very, very challenging for him. I'm just putting this back on because I'm getting cold. All right. And now the sun's coming out again. I'll probably get hot again. All right, second question for Crystal is... Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween. We had Halloween here yesterday, but most Australians, probably 80% or more, do not celebrate Halloween. Every shop you go into, every supermarket sells stuff for Halloween. All of the grocery stores put all the candy, or because you call it candy, or we call it lollies, all the chocolate, the lollies, the candy, the chips, everything. Everything's on special. And my husband's saying, what's all this on special? Because of Halloween. Some shops sell, the pumpkin, the outfits, all of that. Now, we went to the shopping centre yesterday, and I'm assuming that if you go to a shopping centre in America somewhere on Halloween stuff is everywhere. Green milkshakes and wishes hats and pumpkin pie or whatever. We went into the shops, and where he got a coffee from, there was green spiderweb on the bench, and that was it. And then we seen one little toddler had face paint on to be like a ghost, dressed up. That was it. Absolutely nothing in the shopping centre. And then back at home, we were sitting in the lounge room. School had finished. Nobody knocked on the door, and then we went down the back, and we were down on the computers downstairs, and then I could hear some knocking on the door, and I went, oh, that's right, it's Halloween. And I had to actually literally write on a piece of paper, sorry, no Halloween here, because if I had bought some Kit Kat or chocolate or something, I would have opened the door and gave it to the kids. But we didn't buy anything. We didn't buy anything at all. And I thought, nah, I'm not going to open the door. So I just put a sign on the door. And then I went outside and had a look, and there was nobody. So we had one lot of 3 kids knock on the door, and they weren't even dressed up. So yeah, happy Halloween to everybody over there that celebrates it, but we don't. All right, Chris, back on to Chris. Second question we have, you went ahead and applied for the 2 jobs at Mead Company. Will you get one of them? You'll probably get both. You probably get an opportunity to take on both. They'll probably say, which one do you want? Anyway, let's see. Oh, and my watch is on 147. I'm going to start taking the positive out of that 147, because I was starting to think that every time 147 happened, I was getting a negative thing happen. But yeah, there's been lots of positive things happening in my world now. Oh, okay, Nina, too much information. Thank you. Nina, you go and enjoy yourself, and we've got the fort held down here. Okay, Crystal, here we go. The jobs at Mead. So you went ahead and applied. Good for you. What will be the outcome for Crystal? I'm going to put your name down twice. for this reading, and then I'm going to take the cards from the bottom for your name. So 3 times with your name this time. R-I-S-T-A-L-E. I actually had a lovely lady today that works here, I think she's a manager, come in and ask me if I wanted the television turned down, and I said, oh, that's fantastic. And then I told her what I'm doing. She goes, yeah, I know. So she said that's why I turn it down. I just need a couple more of them that work here that are so accommodating. Okay, and bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck before we go into all of the rest of it. This is the outcome from the bottom of the deck about the job. This is amazing energy. This is you, new contracts, new responsibilities. This is you feeling like, I should have done this ages ago. This is like a dream come true. This is new friendships, new connections going on. This is you feeling like you're not going to work, you're going to a party or something. This is you signing the contracts. This is you with the boss that feels like a companion, a friend, whatever. And this is you settled down into this whole new thing. So are you going to get one of the jobs? I'd have to say with that, that's a straight out yes. Over here, I feel is where you've come from, disconnecting from where you are, letting go of this other contract. I'm wondering whether it's going to be over the next 6 weeks where you have to give your notice where you are to move and transition. Now, the beginning of the reading is just showing the application, the paperwork, the fuss, and I feel like this may have caused you a little bit of stress about like applying for it, and if you get it and what you're going to do about where you are, because I feel like you're one of these people that's like me. When I was working in a particular job, I didn't particularly like the job. The money was okay, but I wouldn't leave. I thought, unless the contract goes down, which it did, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to see this to the end. So I feel that that's where you are debating about how you're going to bring this to a close. A 6 has come up again. So you've got the 6s down here and you've got the 6 over here. So I'd have to say that that means that 6 weeks, you've got to give a 6 weeks notice, 6 months notice, or you've got a contract for 6 months, whatever it is. There is somebody trying to tell you not to go down this path. There's somebody probably where you work saying, what have we got to do to keep you here? Do you want more money? We've just put you in this new position. What's going on here? Why are you doing this? So be prepared that somebody's not going to be happy about you wanting to go. Then we have you joining forces. I feel that this may represent the male that told you about the positions. But this is where you want to be. This is what you want to do. And you're speaking up. You're saying, look, it's not anything you guys have done. I'm very appreciative of what you've given me here. But I just feel that I will be more comfortable, and I wish I never left that job because I always felt very at home there. So I just feel that somebody's really trying very hard to keep you where you are. But you're going to go. Like, this is telling me you're going to go. The next row. This is somebody saying, you're going to cut me out. Like if you've got some close friend where you're working right now, you've got some sort of friendship, somebody you look out for, or you cover for each other, whatever this is, she feels that you're letting her go, you're betraying her or something like that. It may be where people are saying, oh, this is because of what happened with Olivia, or this is what happened because this person left, or now because you're with this, is it Ashley? So yeah, oh my God, Nina, enough. Talk about it in my WhatsApp. Tell me all about it in WhatsApp, okay? You're at different places with somebody about where this next step is, but it's a good progressive step. So this is telling me about signing the contracts, looking at where you're going, tidying up loose ends with what you're doing. Be prepared for conflict. Be prepared for conflict. I don't think the conflict's where you're going. I think the conflict's where you are. And then you've got this 50-50 situation here. This is the new job. This is the old job. This is feeling like you fit. This is feeling like you don't fit in. So if and when, I'm going to say when you get the opportunity to work at Mead again, then the conversation starts with the people where you're working right now. I don't think you need to feel guilty about any of this. I don't know if you would feel guilty, but it's like someone's trying to make you feel that we gave you this, we gave you that, we put you in this new position. You're the only one that can do da-da-da. So what are we going to do without you here? What can we do to keep you here? So I feel there's a pull and throw from where you are and where you want to go. But once you release where you are, now let's just do the reverse situation. The reverse situation is that yes, you get the opportunity to go where you are right now. As soon as you mention that to them, that you're going to put in your notice and you want to go, they may counter offer to try and make it more desirable where you are. But I just feel that this is you returning to where you used to be. You feel like you're with family where you're going. So whichever way you choose, if you choose that they offer you a big enough amount and the right responsibilities for the job where you are, and you don't take the new opportunity, you're going to feel very, very supported and secure. Whichever way you go, it's working out in your favor. But yeah, it's not without complications. I'm seeing complications of you transitioning and going. So your main question, would you get the job? I'd have to say yes. We've got 3 kings here. 3 kings is to do with being in the public eye. So I don't know if Mead is currently in the public eye at the moment. There's some sort of news about that place, or whether it's something to do with something else. All right, let's have a look at the tarots. Did I set the clock? Yeah, I did. Show me what's going to happen with Crystal and the job at Mead. Rocky, yeah, no problem. What's happening with Crystal and the job at Mead. Up next, we've got Bethel with a detailed reading. I think it's just a month of November. She wants to know month ahead. Okay, Crystal and the job at Mead. Okay, Crystal, so we'll do 333. Okay, so we've got Strength, Emperor, and then the World. I'd have to say that this means a positive direction. This is the new job, the new boss, the new rules, regulations, and this is you bringing something else to an end. It's all about exploration as well, something new there. We have the offer, we have the celebration, and we have the heart. Why is it that when I look at this job at Mead, you're getting cards that represent like a marriage, a commitment, happiness, love, stability? It's like you're going from a job that's probably a great job, great people, to something that's greater, better. Yeah, all right. You're going to have conflict with somebody, a female by the looks of it. And hey there, G-Ram, how you going? At the moment, it's 12 o'clock. Now, anybody that's paying for readings now, please let them know that they may have to have a recorded reading sent to them. That includes you, G-Ram. All right, so I think that this is about bringing the other job to an end. You're going to have conflict with her. She's going to try and put up some kind of barrier. Oh, you can't leave like this. What are we going to do? The whole thing's going to fall apart without you here. They kind of did that with my hubby at his job. oh, we can't have you going, we need you to stay on, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, give them a date, and that's it. That's when you're finished. And that's what he did, you know. And they survived, you know. They didn't need him there. So they survived. Thank God they didn't need him there. Oh, I would curl over and die if he went back to that place. All right, bottom of the deck, you're going to like what I see here. What's going to happen with you and Mead and the new job situation? We have the Hierophant. As you know, the Hierophant's traditional, old values, old school, doing everything a step, one day at a time, feeling very structured, very, very good, very good. What's going to happen at Mead? We've got the love, the lovers coming out. I feel that this is you going, I wish I did this before. That's what I think it is. You also got, with the whole Mead thing, you've got new opportunities there, new direction coming up. Anyway, Chris, that's what we have there. Oh, it's Hayley. I kept saying Ashley. Hayley will be putting the barrier up or trying to. Yeah, I do see that that's where the complication is. There's somebody going, you can't leave us. What do we got to do to keep you here? You know, we can't function without you. Can you at least stay till we get the other person? Meanwhile, this opportunity is starting. So there's something to do with 6 there. So I don't know if they want you to start on the 6th of December in 6 weeks' time, which is probably the 6th of December. No, that would be later than that. Or the 6th of January. They might say, look, we'll hold off until 6th of January. We need you to come in and get started. Yeah, so it's got something to do with 6. Okay, Crystal, we'll do energy and then we're finished and we're moving on to Bethel. And yeah, so anybody that's paying, apart from that yes and no, which I'll get done after this, and then we'll move on to Bethel. You may have to have a recorded reading sent to you if you're choosing to pay now, because it's 12 o'clock. All right, Crystal, let's focus on you. Focus on Crystal, 2 readings. 2 energy readings, Crystal. Think about 2 separate situations. You might want to think about Greg, or you might want to think about the job. You might want to think about your family. Anyway, with what Crystal's thinking about, what's the energy? Is it positive or negative around that situation? First situation. Ooh. Second situation is fantastic. We'll start with the second situation. Second question is a yes, yes, yes. We've got loyalty and trust. We've got new beginnings and children. And we've got the sun coming out. So really beautiful energy here. Yes, yes, yes energy. Being loyal and true and strong and dedicated. This could be a whole new beginning for you. And then we've got the sun coming out, which is everything growing in strength. Now, normally this would mean a trusted partner, a pregnancy, a baby, a new beginning, something growing. So that could represent that. So that was your second question, your second energy. Your first one showed me trying to find out which direction you want to go in. You're presented with 2 opportunities here. One of them you already know. The other one is a bit of a mystery, so you're trying to work it out. But you've got a question coming up here. There's also be prepared for the annoying situation coming up. So this is someone trying to sabotage a plan, someone trying to ruin your journey. But yeah, you're looking at your direction coming up. There's a transition coming up. All right, so that's Crystal. Let me just have a look. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, so we've got Bethel with a detailed reading. What I'm going to do is Raquel's $2 question, so we'll just quickly do that. Then we got Bethel with a detailed reading, and then we got Gerardo. Now, Gerardo, did you pay for 2 mini readings, or did you pay for 1 detailed reading there? Because some people pay me extra, like a tip or something. So let me just write these down. We've got Bethel with detailed reading. We're going to do Rocky first with the $2. And then we've got Gerardo, which is GRAM. I just need to know with Gerardo's payment whether that's 2 mini questions or 1 long detailed question. Oh my God, Nina, enough. We don't need to know. All right, I'm just going to ignore that at the moment. Okay, Rocky, have we got your question here? Will the moving together with Roberto still happen? Okay, so this is a yes and a no. Nina, if you keep posting the stuff, I'm gonna block what you're writing on there. I'm not going to put you in timeout. I'm just going to remove what you're writing there. Anyway, enjoy yourself, and we don't need to hear about it. All right, Rocky, we'll use these and we'll see what the energy is around it. Will Roberto still be in the near future? Will they still be moving in together with, say your name under my breath? Will Roberto and still be moving in together? Will they still be coming together? We'll do top and bottom. As far as a yes and no goes, we've got something that's got to be worked out here. This is the movement forward, and this is the direction. So this is once you get on the right track, once you find the direction, this would be yes, yes. This here is some kind of conflict and everything. This would be no. These two here are telling me in time, in time. So these are all about in time. These would both be yes. And this here would be yes. So are you still eventually going to move in together? Yes, but there's some working out to do, some stuff that has to be talked about, finding out which direction you're going to go on, and then you set sail. And this is being in the right place at the right time and then waiting. I just think that this is the toxic situation that's happened at the moment. And yeah. Alrighty. So up next we have Bethel. Let me just see if I can read her question on here. I think it was just general month for November. Okay, here we go with Bethel. Oh, I just got to check something. Hang on a sec. I had to check something. I set an alarm on here. I'm just going to set the alarm again so I don't forget. Okay. All right, I've got the alarm set, and now let's set the timer. All right, good luck. Here we go for Bethel. Now, I don't know if Bethel's still here, so let's just do a timestamp of 12:06. Yeah, anybody making payments now? You may end up needing a recorded reading. If you don't want that, don't make a payment, okay? All right, here we go. Oh, you are here, Bethel? All right. What's Bethel need to see? What's Bethel need to see? What's Bethel need to see for November? I don't like the first 3 cards out. They're very stressful, but then we've got things working out. All right, start with the first row here. It's something to do with someone being silent or angry or not listening, or you feel that you're trying to talk to somebody, they're just not listening, or you're deciding not to tell the person something. So there's something to do with communication that's just not happening. There's also this person showing that they're doing the right thing, but they're also showing me that they're doing the wrong thing. So this is someone very responsible for their actions, taking responsibility for their actions. Then they're saying, no, I never said that, I didn't do this. You could be dealing with a Gemini energy, a June energy here, somebody that's up and down. It is the Gemini moon, I was told. I'd like to say that this is about a personal thing because we've got 10 of Hearts as the outcome with this. So there may be some kind of discussion that goes on with somebody that has remained silent. Now, it could be that person that you used to be in contact with. They may come forward possibly through their parents or family member, or your parents or family member. There may be some connection because of that. Whatever it is, it turns out with a really, really nice outcome. I do feel like you're getting really frustrated with this person. That why can't you just listen? Why can't you just admit that yes and say an apology? And this person's like, I don't apologize for nothing. I have nothing to apologize for. So yeah, there's an on and off kind of feeling about this person here. Now, there is another way of looking at this. This could be where you think about reaching out and then you go, no, I'm not going to. This person needs to reach out to me. You're waiting for this person to admit responsibility. They're meanwhile sitting there saying, I'm not going to do anything about it. And then you just say, okay, I'm bringing this to a conclusion for myself. This is you saying, I'm not going to waste any more energy on this particular human being, and I'm going to start to focus on me. So this would be you closing the door on that in a good way. Now, medically speaking, this could represent that somebody, a male, some kind of illness might crop up for this person. Whatever it is, it could be hereditary. So if this person's father's a diabetic, they find out that they're a diabetic. Whatever it is, they've got a good outcome here. They're going to be okay. It could be your mother or father. I don't know if they're alive or not. I think you said your mother was. Actually, I don't think we've ever spoke about your mother. But yeah, so it could be one of your parents. It is showing me male. Now, if it was your mother, because I've got male energy here, I'd have to say that it's either something to do with hormone levels or thyroid, something to do with balance, okay? Whatever this illness is and whoever it's for, they've got a good outcome. Okay, so that's the first section. The next section is showing where you're getting very frustrated and tired with something. You're looking at all the efforts you put in so far. I've got the hiccups. You're looking at all the pineapple. Hopefully it makes it go away. You're looking at all of, it's almost like you're sitting there going, what a waste of energy. What a waste of my time. You're going to get out of that mode. Whether this is to do with the court case, all of the years and the money and the time, whether it's that, or whether it's a personal matter, I don't know, because you've got cards that represent money and something strict and secure, and then you've got something that represents love and socializing and everything. Whatever this is, you quickly get over this kind of feeling and you go out and enjoy yourself. This is you celebrating, enjoying. Now, this could be a payout that's coming as well. This could be some sort of legal document that was missing that finally comes forward, and you get some kind of offer here. This is substantial here. But for some reason, you don't want to sign the document. You're saying, no, thank you. No. So, you're also bringing a connection to a close here. So like I said, this could be, if we look at it on a personal level, you're looking at the waste of time. You're looking at the waste of your energies. And you're thinking, I deserve better. I deserve this happiness and understanding and just socializing and being with new people. And you're bringing something to a close. You're signing off on the contract. You're saying, that's it, I'm done. In regards to a money matter, that would be a payout. This makes you very happy, but you're for some reason saying no, or your lawyer's telling you to say no. So I know it's a bit wishy-washy, but that's what it looks like. Then we have, I think this is all to do with the court and law. This would be the court building. This would be the contracts and the method. This would be all of the paperwork and the discussions. There is some kind of lie thing I'm feeling here. The reason I'm saying that is because of the double threes. We got truth and we got lies. We got somebody that's hiding something. We got somebody coming forward. I'm hoping for your sake that this is some sort of document that's in your favor, because it's telling me something coming to a close to do with a court. Now, there's another thing here. There may be somebody, it's not telling me who, minor injury, but it will require going to hospital, okay? Somebody's just made a $2 payment there. We'll get onto that one after this. I don't want to say the name in case they're using a different name online. Yeah, so it could also be an illness thing to do with the pelvic area of the body. And there's a lot of fear around it, like, oh my God, it could be cancer. Oh my God, what if I need surgery or whatever? I feel like it's smaller than what was expected. So I wouldn't be getting too crazy about it all. Jada, yep, Jada, I've got a $2 question after this. We'll do that after this. And then we'll get on to, we did Rocky. We'll get on to GRAM after that. All right, let's just look at the bottom here. All right, with the bottom, looks pretty good. You do have an invitation to go somewhere with somebody. I don't know if some guy's going to say, hey, do you want to go out for a coffee? You should go, but I don't think you'll go. This is the invitation. Go out at night. This is all the people that are going. This is having a good time. This feels really good. This is telling me you don't want to go, or when you get there, you want to go home. The other way of looking at this is an opportunity with work. This is about money, possibly a bonus, an increase, something new coming in. This is where you're missing a particular piece of paper. You might need a first aid certificate, maybe it's expired. You might need some kind of insurance to sell something, it's expired, okay? And then this is you doing the work. I do like that you've got an 8 and then you've got basically 15 here. So this would be doing 8 hours work and getting 15 hours pay. So it's almost double the money here with this work and this journey. I do feel that there's something that you've misunderstood here with this Black 4, where you're going, hang on a sec, wasn't I supposed to get this? Now, in regards to the whole court thing, this could represent the lawyer, this could represent a piece of paper that's missing, and this could represent the payout and the finalising, and then they say, this is how much you're getting now, and then you'll get the rest later. Okay, so it could be a staggering kind of payment where they do it in bits. So everybody, I just want to let everybody know that's coming on. We'll just quickly do these first. That if you are making payments now for readings, you may be ending up getting a recorded reading. If you're okay with that, please go ahead. We'll close the room now, guys, because it's 12:15 and everybody's going to come in here soon. So we'll close the room now. No more readings now. All right. Okay, you've got the finalising. Did you see that when I was shuffling? Bethel, the Ace of Pentacles upright spat out of the deck onto the table. So I like that. Some kind of money coming towards you. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Past. It's come out in that order. So I feel this is a long-term commitment, slow and steady. I also feel that you're finally going to be presented with 2 options here, and there's something to do with memory lane here as well. If this is the court thing, this will be somebody presenting evidence from the past that I feel is in your favour, especially if that's spitting out on the table. I think they're going to finally do an offer that you're going to say yes to, even though I've seen that Black 2. The Black 2 would be where you go, I don't want to take part in this contract, but it can also say I'm putting an end to the contract. Okay? If we look at this to do with love, this is somebody that wants to take things slow. You've got 2 options here of what you want to do, and it could be someone from your past coming into the picture as well. Now, like I told Crystal, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's somebody you used to date, but it could be. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Hierophant, something going the way things should go, manifesting your dreams come true, and finally getting justice. Justice has come out. Wow, 3 major arcanas all together. Wow, that's really good energy. Anyway, we will take the rest of the readings. We've just got the $2 one. I'll get that yes and no one done. Email me your question, please, and I'll be recording yours. GRAM, you're on my WhatsApp. If you're on my WhatsApp, send me a message. If you're not, send me your question in, what's her name? We're finished now. No worries, Bethel. Good luck with everything. You pissed your question. Jada, where's your question? Jada did a $2. Does somebody know? Oh, there it is, Jada. No, I haven't got a question for Jada. What's Jada's question? Will you have success becoming a singer-songwriter? If you believe it, you will. Okay. Will Jada the Scorpio be successful? Okay, thank you, G-Ram and Meh. I'll be doing those 2 recordings as soon as I finish this. Okay, will Jada be successful in her singing and songwriting? What's her journey? So we're going to do top and bottom to see the journey. Ooh, you're off to a very bad start. This is a lot of competition. This is sabotage. This is, you know, the plans that you had, somebody changing the plan. This is being very stubborn, something holding you back. So it could be a financial situation holding you back. It could be travel. It's just sort of like you've got to wait for the right timing here. So this is telling me no, maybe, and maybe. So this is just telling me that at the moment it's not the right time for whatever it is you do. You know how like when people sing and everything, that you have a season of a particular type of singer. Like it might be a country style or a pop style or a reggae style or a whatever. I feel that that's what that's about. Bottom of the deck, you have some annoying challenges on the way. You do have to choose one direction at the moment. Do you want to sing and perform, or do you want to sit down and write the songs first and then get that out there? So do you want to sing and perform other people's songs for now, or do you want to do the other thing? I feel like you've got to make a choice on one of those. I know that most people out there that are songwriters, they are singers at the same time, but they've got to get there first. And then you had success. So will you be successful? Eventually, yes, but it's very challenging for you to get there. So I feel like somebody else is sabotaging your journey. Somebody is holding you back. The snake is somebody that, let's say that you were writing a song and somebody said, oh, I'll play the guitar for you with that. Then they steal it from you or something. Or they say, oh, this doesn't sound right. Maybe you should change it. So I feel like somebody's trying to change your plan. This is annoying, this is sabotage, and this is someone definitely trying to sabotage things. Now, sometimes this can be you self-sabotaging as well. So will you get there? You've got choices coming up, and then you've got eventual success. So I think that you'll be successful with one of them. You'll either write songs and somebody who's already famous will sing them, or you'll get up on stage performing other people's songs first. So you've definitely got something successful. I'm not sure which one it is, but something's holding you back, and it could be you're being stubborn about something as well. All right, that's everyone. So we've just got Meh and G-Ram. Okay, so I'm out of here, guys. We should be here tomorrow and the next day. Definitely tomorrow, because I know that he's playing snooker with Stuart tomorrow. But Friday, I don't know at this stage. So everybody, if you missed out today and you want a reading, you can still make a donation over at PayPal. And then if you're on WhatsApp, send me your messages on WhatsApp and I'll have a look at your reading. If you're not on WhatsApp, send me an email. Let me know who you are, that you made a payment and you want a detailed reading or a mini reading, what the question is. I'll confirm, I'll look at PayPal. If I see the payments there, I'll record your reading and send it back on your email. So Meh, you'll need to send me an email, and GRAM, you need to send me your question in WhatsApp, okay? All right, I'm out of here, guys. I've got to go and find a quiet spot to finish the readings. Let these people enjoy their lunch without me gabbering on here. And I'll hopefully catch everybody tomorrow. Yeah. And Nina, you can finish doing what you're doing. Yeah, Nina, if you've got a question, a yes or no, I'll have a look at that later. And Nina, that person I said to you before, she's just walking in the room now. All right, I'll turn this off and I'll do these recordings. Goodbye. Thank you to everybody that donated. Thank you, Crystal and Nina, and I think Brenda was helping out at one point. Thank you, everybody that helped here today. Brenda, if you're still here, not right now, but tomorrow, if you get online, remind me and I'll do a yes and no for free for you for helping me today. All right? Okay, everybody, I'm out here. Bye.